It's 8:33 today on Keller at Large, a breakdown of the recent Supreme Court ruling on labor unions and what it means for workers here in Massachusetts.
Here's Jon Keller.
Well, good morning. Thank you for joining us, and I want to wish everyone a safe and happy July 4th holiday coming up in a few days. This Sunday, we're talking with Steve Tolman, president of the Massachusetts AFL-CIO, in the wake of a major Supreme Court decision. Steve, good to see you.
Great to see you, John. Thanks.
The 5-4 ruling in the so-called Janus case. The court struck down mandatory laws in 22 states, including Massachusetts, that require workers in unionized workplaces to pay union dues, even if they don't want to join the union. The theory is that you're still benefiting from the union's activities and collective bargaining and so forth. The argument was, hey, we're also being forced to pay for political activities that we don't condone. What does this mean to the Massachusetts unionized worker?
Well, actually, John, it's the fair share part of the dues that was addressed. They're already not paying any of the political, so that's part of the union dues. So
yeah, but
those that would
found
step down,
that they're inseparable, that you can't.
Well, what they said, unfortunately, is that you don't have to belong. So I guess I'd ask the viewers, any of you out there, what do you know that you get serviced for and don't have to pay? So the American government has basically said to the labor movement that you're going to continue representing all these individuals, and by the way, they don't have to pay. This is the same court that said to corporations, you're like people, and you can donate unlimited money to politics, but this is a direct attack at that ability for the labor movement to do the same.
Just a quick point. Citizens United also allowed unions to spend unlimited amounts.
Clearly, John, but there is absolutely no equitable, there's no equity between what labor has for money and what corporate America has for money. I mean, it's trillions and trillions and you see that the courts have actually tried to attack that base. But, John, it won't work because today, even under such an adverse ruling from a court case funded by the wealthy special interest in this country, here in Massachusetts, we're gaining union members. There have been union members reaching out, organizing at Marlborough Hospital. We see it at the universities, at Harvard, at Northeastern, in the cafeterias, as well as the adjunct professors, and even JetBlue, nationally. In fact, nationally, I gained in the last year 260,000 new members at the AFL-CIO. And John, the good news for that, most importantly for the viewers, is that 75% of them were under 35. So the young future workers understand how important it is to have a union contract.
Well, everything I'm reading about this suggests that the challenge now for you and other union leaders is to market yourselves better to the rank and file, to do a better job of explaining the value of the union and persuading people of the value of the union. Do you believe you have to do something differently from what you've been doing?
I think we have to continue doing what we're doing, John, because we are educating our members. We are doing internal organizing, external organizing. We are explaining to them that this is not a court case that was based on the merit. This is a court case that is strictly political. The same enemies of all of our pro-union activity, whether it be collective bargaining, the same funding group is this wealthy special interest group that is attacking unions and everything they stand for. And we know that in the workplace, John, that if you're in a union job, it's about $200 more a week. So that economically, it's an attack on the fundamental base of unions.
Well, we have to take a break, but I just quickly want to ask you, I mean, we are in a period of time now where, because of the windfall from the tax cuts, a lot of employers are dealing out bonuses. There have been some raises, although wages are certainly not rising the way some people want them to. Doesn't this make for a tougher sell for you?
No, it doesn't, John, at all. I mean, look, the tax break is another example of how much do the wealthy need, John. I think, what was it, 90% went to the top 1%, or it was at 78%, 78, 90% went to the top 1%. Over the last 30 years, John, 40 years, the middle class have lost economic power to between 30 and 38%, and the wealthy haven't. And so a lot has been pushed on the middle class, and I think the employees are fed up.
All right, on that note, we'll take a short break and we'll continue our conversation with the president of the Massachusetts AFL-CIO, Steve Tolman, in just a moment. Please stay with us.